Budget-friendly spring farmhouse makeover, cherry blossom DIY, vintage decor, thrifted treasures, and shabby chic tips. Welcome to the ultimate guide for a budget-friendly spring farmhouse makeover. If you love vintage-inspired home renovation, DIY vintage decor, and thrift store vintage decor finds, you're in the right place. Transform your space with affordable vintage home makeover ideas, shabby chic home makeover tips, and farmhouse vintage decor tips that bring warmth, charm, and elegance into your home. Whether you're looking for cottagecore vintage home decor, antique-style home decor ideas, or ways to create a timeless farmhouse-style interior, this guide will help you achieve the perfect look without overspending. In this video, we'll explore DIY vintage-style home decor ideas, showcasing how to mix and match thrifted treasures with modern elements for a cozy spring farmhouse aesthetic. Learn how to arrange vintage furniture, incorporate best vintage color palettes for homes, and use rustic wooden accents to create a romantic vintage-style interior. Discover affordable ways to add vintage charm by repurposing old furniture, using shabby chic home makeover techniques, and finding unique vintage pieces from flea markets and thrift stores. No matter your budget, there are countless ways to bring a fresh and elegant vintage farmhouse look to your space. If you're a fan of elegant shabby chic decor on a budget, or want to learn how to decorate with vintage charm, this guide is for you. From antique-style home decor ideas to vintage decor ideas for small spaces, we cover everything you need to know to achieve a stunning spring farmhouse transformation. Follow along for expert tips, creative DIYs, and farmhouse vintage decor tips that will make your home feel inviting, timeless, and full of character.
Welcome to Home Touch for innovative and stylish home design inspiration.
DIY vintage-style home decor ideas for a budget-friendly spring farmhouse makeover. Transform your home this season with a budget-friendly spring farmhouse makeover that blends vintage charm and affordability. A well-planned vintage-inspired home renovation doesn't have to be expensive. Using DIY vintage-style home decor ideas and thrift store vintage decor finds, you can create an authentic vintage-style home design that feels cozy and timeless. Whether you love shabby chic home makeovers or the elegance of farmhouse vintage decor tips, there are countless ways to enhance your space while staying on budget. One of the best affordable ways to add vintage charm is by repurposing old furniture. How to arrange vintage furniture in a stylish way. Try using a romantic vintage-style interior approach, incorporating cottagecore vintage home decor elements with soft pastel tones, floral fabrics, and distressed wooden accents. You can also explore best vintage color palettes for homes, such as muted blues, warm creams, and sage greens, to create a soft, inviting ambience that embodies the farmhouse aesthetic. For those with limited space, vintage decor ideas for small spaces offer practical solutions. How to decorate with vintage charm in a compact home. Utilize vertical shelving, antique-style mirrors to reflect light, and multifunctional shabby chic home makeover furniture. DIY projects such as antique-style home decor ideas using secondhand finds and thrift store vintage decor finds allow you to decorate without spending a fortune. The key to a successful spring farmhouse makeover is creativity, resourcefulness, and a passion for nostalgic beauty. How to mix and match vintage furniture for a timeless cottagecore vintage home decor. A vintage-inspired home renovation is all about blending shabby chic home makeover elements with farmhouse vintage decor tips to create an effortlessly stylish look. Learning how to mix and match vintage furniture is essential for curating an authentic vintage-style home design that feels curated rather than cluttered. Whether you're working with thrift store vintage decor finds or repurposing heirloom pieces, the right combination of elements will bring harmony to your space. To achieve a romantic vintage-style interior, consider pairing budget-friendly vintage decor ideas with soft, elegant textures like lace, floral prints, and distressed wood. How to arrange vintage furniture for maximum impact. Balance different eras by incorporating best vintage color palettes for homes, such as faded rose, ivory, and powder blue. Antique-style home decor ideas like weathered cabinets, ornate picture frames, and mismatched chairs give depth and personality to your home, making it feel timeless and welcoming. If you love the cozy appeal of cottagecore vintage home decor, try using affordable ways to add vintage charm through DIY projects. Transform flea market finds into DIY vintage-style home decor ideas. such as repainting an old dresser in a distressed finish or adding shabby chic home makeover touches with floral wallpaper. By embracing vintage decor ideas for small spaces, you can make even the tiniest rooms feel airy and nostalgic. A well-balanced mix of old and new ensures that your spring farmhouse makeover remains stylish and personal. Elegant shabby chic decor on a budget, affordable ways to add vintage charm. If you're dreaming of an elegant shabby chic decor on a budget, it's easier than ever to achieve a budget-friendly spring farmhouse makeover with some creativity and resourcefulness. Whether you're drawn to vintage-inspired home renovation projects or want to refresh a single room, adding affordable ways to add vintage charm can elevate your home's atmosphere without breaking the bank. Incorporating farmhouse vintage decor tips will ensure that your space feels warm, cozy, and full of character. For those interested in DIY vintage-style home decor ideas, consider using thrift store vintage decor finds to upcycle old furniture and decor items. How to arrange vintage furniture to create a sophisticated look. Use statement pieces like a French-style armoire, an ornate chandelier, or a floral-printed sofa to add an air of elegance. Romantic vintage-style interiors come to life when layered with shabby chic home makeover details like lace curtains, distressed mirrors, and antique-style candle holders. When selecting best vintage color palettes for homes, opt for soft, neutral tones like faded pinks, creamy whites, and delicate blues. These hues complement cottagecore vintage home decor elements beautifully, creating a serene and timeless environment. By incorporating vintage decor ideas for small spaces, such as dainty wall shelves, floral wreaths, and pastel-toned crockery, you can achieve a spring farmhouse makeover that feels both charming and refined. Whether you're drawn to antique-style home decor ideas or prefer a budget-friendly vintage decor ideas approach, embracing the shabby chic aesthetic will bring elegance and nostalgia to your home. Conclusion. Creating a budget-friendly spring farmhouse makeover is all about embracing DIY vintage decor, incorporating thrift store vintage decor finds, and using affordable vintage home makeover ideas to transform your space. Whether you're passionate about shabby chic home makeover techniques or prefer a more authentic vintage-style home design, there are endless ways to add character and charm without breaking the bank. By selecting best vintage color palettes for homes, repurposing old furniture, and incorporating romantic vintage-style interiors, you can achieve a timeless farmhouse-inspired home with ease. Don't be afraid to experiment with farmhouse vintage decor tips. Mix and match cottagecore vintage home decor, and incorporate antique-style home decor ideas to reflect your personal style. Adding rustic wooden accents, layering elegant shabby chic decor on a budget, and using DIY vintage-style home decor ideas will help you create a cozy and inviting space. Whether you're decorating a small apartment or a spacious farmhouse, vintage decor ideas for small spaces and affordable ways to add vintage charm will ensure your home remains stylish, functional, and full of warmth. We hope this guide has inspired you to start your spring farmhouse makeover with confidence. Let us know in the comments which vintage-inspired home renovation ideas you plan to try first. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more budget-friendly vintage decor ideas and farmhouse vintage decor tips. Happy decorating, and enjoy your beautifully refreshed vintage farmhouse home.